You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Archer. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Archer news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Archer.
What up, G's?
Not too much. Oh, you mean the other G's?
Yeah,
I
don't mean you because both of your names start with G.
Yeah.
But also, what's up, G's?
Yeah. This and that.
Cool. Did you
A bit of
notice that there was an episode of Archer tonight?
I did. I happened to see that, and I saw it with you.
That's right.
Which made it all the more special after you were gone last week.
I know.
You
I
jerk,
cried a little bit.
with your employment and whatnot.
Well, yeah. I mean, having a job's for pussies.
Suckers.
It's for
yeah.
pussies. So
Unless
anyway,
you work at ISIS.
that's a good point. Unless you work at ISIS. Anyway,
'Cause then you're badass.
I'm John Barrett.
I'm Greg Goodness.
And I'm Phil Svitek.
That's right, DJ Phil Svitek.
Tonight.
That's right. We're out of Studio B tonight.
Studio B on Burbank.
I love
That's right.
Studio B. I don't have to be on camera. I can just like lay on the table if I want to. No one knows.
No one knows that I'm currently farting, except that I just said it, which was stupid.
Well,
of me.
farting is a sound, but no one knows that you're actually fondling.
Yeah,
Greg's
how
nuts.
would you? How would someone on watching you on camera be like, "Oh, John"?
Oh, they put a camera right at my butthole.
Is
in
that
the other
Phil?
studio.
Is that true?
I don't know, but
John gets 2 cameras and I only get 1.
that's
true.
right. All I know is that Archer was amazing tonight.
That it was.
I was pretty happy with it.
I was happy.
I was
very
thoroughly
happy.
satisfied.
You know what? I mean, it's the 3 kind of episode thing, so clearly a kind of a trilogy, literally. And so
That's
you know
what
what?
a trilogy means. Yep.
Well, aren't you Captain Smarty Pants tonight, Mr.
I
John Barrett?
Damn.
John's had a bit of sass on him tonight. More
Yeah,
so
must
than
put
usual.
on his sassy pants.
That's true. I did put my sassy pants on this morning.
Well, either way, they always say the middle movie, or whatever you want to call it, is the dud. You know, it's kind of the in-between. But you know what? Very entertaining tonight for Archer's trilogy.
Star Wars completely disproves your point.
All right, let's
Jerk.
just go to the
I
main.
bet there will be like 1 million callers now being like, "Excuse me, John. I believe the second installment of Star Wars was the best of the
Which is what I'm
series."
saying.
Yeah.
And so they'll all agree with me.
Oh, then they'll probably get 1 million who are like, "Excuse me, John. What I was referring to was that the second one's the worst of the series, and you clearly misheard."
Thank you
Yeah.
for that weird voice.
Whatever. That's Star Wars fans
That is what Star Wars fans sound like.
and Simpsons fans
Yeah, we all sound like idiots.
and the human race.
Yeah.
We all sound terrible.
We
terrible,
all
terrible people.
sound like idiots.
All right, let's put that as item number 5 on our list of things.
Yup.
Can't we move it up?
No.
Impending. What was the series of events?
It was morale problem, which turned into incipient mutiny. Or no,
Well,
it
it
went
went to
from.
put-
I'm sorry, it went from a morale problem to probable mutiny,
Potential mutiny.
potential mutiny to incipient mutiny to in
in
progress.
Right on.
Right on, indeed.
I noticed, just looking off the notes that we have, we both have the same first note, which is that Cheryl/Carol looks a little different. She got a
Does.
haircut, I think.
That's part of it, that's for sure. And she was also all frazzled, like her hair was all askew.
Oh,
she-
was that what it was?
Yeah,
She's
that's
been in
what
the
I was
office so
noticing.
long?
Because she is, yes. Because Mallory, as is often the case, is being a grade A C word
Mm-hmm.
and is dead.
Coolio.
What?
A grade A Coolio.
My head is Yeah, grade A Coolio.
What shocked me immediately is I didn't know you could say twink on TV when it wasn't immediately followed by key. So, Twinkie.
Is twink a bad word?
I mean, it's not a good one.
But
it's not a bad word.
I guess that's true. But like
I mean, on a list of words, especially in tonight's episode, twink I believe is the least worrisome.
What else did they use tonight that would outrank that?
Well, this one wasn't necessarily a word. It was more of
little shit. Is certainly a more offensive phrase than twink is a word. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Could it also be considered an idiom?
Yes. it's a gay idiom.
Idiom's playing a big part in everything tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. I found Pam's ass a little more offensive than twink.
She had the most adorable night toots. I will say that.
Sleep farting.
I know it was meant to be like really disturbing and wrong, but I was like, aw, Pam, you and your night toots.
They were kind of adorable night toots. I will give you that.
All right.
Especially juxtaposed against the really. I think we've already been over this about what Pam's tattoo is on the back. It's like, the I will guide you through the shepherd of the. Really
though I walked through
wrath-filled biblical thing.
Though I walked through the valley.
No, I think it was That's what I was going for originally, but now that I think about it, it's not that. John, for the love of God, stop hitting your microphone.
I forget that that's
it's
there.
It's like this.
Yes, that's exactly what it's like.
John is so drunk.
I'm not.
And has his beer goggles on that he actually wanted to tap Pam's ass.
Yes, but that's not from being drunk.
Unlike Cyril.
Who
was totally
friggin'
wasted.
Speaking of which, the line, I hate to see that money wasted. Yes, exactly. Wasted. Let's go be that.
That needs to come up in casual conversation more often.
Yeah, it does.
Like. We need to, John, tag team, group effort. We gotta set each other up for that next time we're going out.
The let's go be that.
Yeah, let's go be that.
Let's go be that.
And then to all our friends who don't watch Archer, it'll be like, oh my God, John and Greg, comic geniuses.
They're
for
brilliant.
Life.
I'm a personal fan of the guess what time it is? Beer o'clock. You're buying. Let's go.
That's a good one.
That's all right.
Say that to Sam a lot.
See that working.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, speaking of sex and all of that fun stuff, apparently the missionary has not come around.
That's my favorite line in this whole episode. I think.
Totally missed this. What are you talking about, Phil?
Did the missionaries not come through here?
When Archer's lying in bed with two women, and he's like, I've never even heard of that position. Did the missionaries not come through here? I hope you're getting that, Greg.
I fully understand that now, but I wasn't listening.
And
because I was too horrified by what they were covered in, which I'm assuming was chocolate and caramel. But then Archer threw me for a loop-de-loop when he said I'm covered in every kind of bodily
literally every body fluid.
And also, it looked like an appendix or a human heart up on the bed behind him. I don't know, it just caught me off guard. I was like, okay, chocolate caramel. Human heart? It was a really strange...
Well, the ladies were aboriginals. Correct.
So, like, what, you think they pulled in Indiana Jones?
Could be.
How horrifying would that be? The middle of coitus.
And you know what?
To just have someone go like Dumakara and reach into your chest.
I'm sorry.
Pull out your beating heart.
Do you not have that happen frequently?
Well, I was gonna just make an observation. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom was the second movie in that trilogy, so it could be an homage. What's up now, biatch?
You are spot on. Normally, we're the ones who make that kind of obscure connection.
Yeah, but you guys are dumb
getting
tonight.
Good. Yeah, we're slipping in our old age, and Phil's a newcomer up and coming.
We suck.
We say Phil's a newcomer. Phil's running this entire thing. We're like, Phil's new to the game.
Yeah.
It's all good, guys.
Ooh.
I am God.
Okay, and let's not use that effect again. Because I just
got through saying how professional you are, then you're like, yes, let's use sound effects.
How I'm wondering how literally every bodily fluid played
into
this sex romp.
I mean,
did
I
plasma
could tell you,
play?
Yeah.
Like pus? Did pus happen too?
I mean,
blood.
I'm guessing,
blood, semen, shit.
Spinal fluid.
Listen, as far as the
spit
pus thing is concerned, which I do find the most disturbing, though, they are on an island full of pirates, which are not known to be the cleanest people.
This is true.
No, they're not. But you know what? I mean,
well, did they extract platelets and use plasma?
Well, that's the position that Archer was talking about. About as non-missionary as you can go. It's actually move number 45 in the Karma Sutra.
Where you extract
your platelets.
You extract
and
blood.
Spray them all over your lover.
Shoot the platelets back in and take the plasma and rub it all over.
But only if they're a member of the lower caste.
Of course, duh. But they're untouchable, and you have touched them.
Right. With your plasma.
With your plasma.
Right. Alright. Well, we kind of touched upon the potential mutiny. I don't understand though. You have intramural lacrosse.
Okay.
Karaoke night. And what was the other one? Oh, awesome partying every night.
And burning the pirate manual.
Right.
Which I want.
Yeah.
I want a copy of the pirate manual sent to my house.
What's the butler's name usually?
Woodhouse.
Woodhouse.
Woodhouse. Whatever that guy's name was.
David Cross.
Yeah.
No, not David Cross. The old pirate guy.
Bucky. The bucktooth guy, or are you referring?
That is the new Woodhouse. That's why we had a potential mutiny, because Woodhouse, or the reincarnation of Woodhouse, or whatever you want to call him, finally rose up against Archer.
I don't know. I see David Cross more as the new Woodhouse than I do Bucky.
David Cross is more like Cyril, I would say.
But gets the same level of abuse as an underling.
Yeah, that's true.
As Woodhouse.
True.
That's how I see it.
True.
But I don't know.
Well, yeah. What do you know?
Not a lot. I don't watch enough Simpsons.
That's right. Now's a good time to mention to all of our listeners, 99.97% of everything I've ever learned, I learned through watching The Simpsons. The other 0.03%, I learned from reading Maria Menounos' Every Girl's Guide to Life.
The Every Girl's Guide to Life. Tell me more about it, John.
It's a book generally designed for girls and guiding them through life.
Oh, but John, why would I ever want to read a book about a girl?
Well, in your case, I know that you've been considering the surgery, but sometimes it helps to get into the brain. To catch a fish, one must think like a fish.
I see. And
I'm
sure ladies just love being compared to fish. First thing you'll learn in Maria Menounos' Every Girl's Guide to Life: women don't like being referred to as fish, John.
And you just got that lesson for free from us.
Yeah.
That's a good lesson.
Which means that now that you've gotten it for free, you are legally obligated. You just entered into a verbal contract where you have to go out and buy the Every Girl's Guide to Life.
Or we will throw you off a bridge. Not a very high bridge, but the water that it crosses is very cold.
And very shallow.
And, I mean, you'll live, but it won't be pleasant for you.
It'll be the point, but it won't be a good life.
Yeah.
I think it'll be to the point where you'll be like, damn, my shoes are wet.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like a permanent wetness. Your shoes will be wet for the rest of your life.
This is all in the verbal contract.
This is in there. You signed it by listening to this. You idiot. Now go buy the Every Girl's Guide to Life.
This seems like a good a time as any to say that margaritas and what I have to assume is a falafel is what Pam was eating sounds delicious.
After a night of heavy consumption, that sounds perfect.
I mean, anything sounds perfect after a night of heavy consumption. But margaritas and falafels, as a huge falafel guy.
Oh, I love falafel.
I know. They're so good. And most people aren't fans.
Most people suck, then.
They are. And they do. I like the line, Buckeys and incorrigible gossip. if nothing else, for the way that it sounds.
That is a good
The
one.
way it just rolls off the tongue.
One of my favorite moments in this episode was when they were discussing how they never get any booty, and they flash back to the pirates invading that ship, and Archer decides not to rob the ship because the gentleman's a small business owner and can't afford to lose his ship, but give us 50 tuna steaks. Flash back into reality, and the guy says, and then you let him talk you down to 20.
20 pounds of tuna steak is still a lot, man. Have you seen the market price of tuna steak?
It has to be like $8 a pound.
I'm not even 8 a pound. What market are you going to? What fish market are you going to that you get tuna steak for $8 a pound? Dude, he just took them for like. Let me do the math on it. Like a pound. I mean, he could easily have made like $1,000.
You
Like
heard it
in
here.
restaurant.
All right.
talk.
Well, in pirate land, that is bullshit.
Yeah,
That's not a lot.
but
Yeah. The 50 pounds would have been nice.
yeah.
You might as well rob the homeless dude.
$1,000. What homeless people are you speaking to that have $1,000 in tuna steaks lying around?
Apparently, people who are not homeless.
I frequently find homeless people with thousands of dollars worth of tuna steaks.
That's
the
what they
problem
build their
is,
houses out of.
The problem is
You wanna
that
hear
it
it- you
has
wanna
a
hear a-
short shelf life.
You want to hear a weird statistic?
Go
Go
for
ahead.
it.
Is it that 75% of statistics are made up?
No. It's the fact that as a beggar,
Mhm.
you can earn up to $20,000 a year begging on the
That
street.
is true.
Well, that
I
looks
don't
like
know
it's
if
time for a career change for some of us.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet bank.
I mean,
Not gonna lie.
if the average, what is the average now? Like a good salary is 25.
I mean,
Kinda is.
average is
I
27.
wouldn't say that's a good salary.
It's not a good
Average-
salary.
It's a salary.
I believe actually the poverty line is about 20,000. I think.
But for a family of 4.
I'm just talking one person, individual.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
I mean, I've never made 20. I don't think I've made 20,000 in a year yet.
I don't think I've made $20,000 in a lifetime yet. I owe $20,000.
I owe $1 billion.
roughly.
I owe like $1 billion.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
speaking
from
of
that
taxes,
$1 billion bet that we made.
what was
That's right.
do you guys think Cyril it'll come into play the fact that he's investing in
I had no idea what that
what
was.
was he doing?
He was
Swiss
moving,
banks or whatever?
moving money into Swiss bank accounts in what looked like the Matrix.
Yeah.
What Swiss bank uses the Matrix that like system?
Cyril Swiss Bank.
I guess.
Duh.
Cyril. Do you want the red
Cyril
pill or the blue pill?
Figures.
The red pill moves your money into an offshore bank account. The blue pill, worst version of the Matrix ever. But yeah, that's probably going to come. I would imagine it has to.
Mm.
You can't just have Cyril black out after doing Pam in her adorable toots, moving money into Swiss bank accounts, and then just not touch them
Right.
again.
Right. It's like planting the gun in the first act.
Right.
You can't get blackout drunk, put it in Pam, and open some Swiss bank accounts without the guy firing the gun in Pam's butt.
Although Cheryl/Carol being a billionaire hasn't come back into play, and I thought for sure that would be like regular.
That's why she's able to just get out of work.
But
She's like,
she's
oh, whatever,
not.
let's get
She's
wasted.
She's stuck. Did I say Pam? I meant Cheryl Carroll.
Oh, okay.
This is a billionaire, and she's stuck at work. She could leave anytime she wants and go play with her ocelot, which she
True.
has.
True.
A very lonely ocelot.
I have here written down Cox,
What? Just a question mark.
which I believe is a reference to something that Ray says to Lana. And I can't
And then,
remember the
and then-
context of it.
Well, then, because something that he says to her, and then Archer finishes it.
By saying Cox.
Yeah. As they tend to do, at least with these past 2 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
the intercutting.
No, they do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
That's
Don't
the
tell
thing.
me how to live my life. You're not my real dad.
Hmm
while we're on the topic of Agent,
Lana Kane.
no, not Lana Kane. Why am I blanking?
Ray Gillette.
Ray Gillette. Thank you. For the love of God, what is wrong with me? Is he blind now?
In that eye,
He
it
got a
seems.
battery like straight into the eye.
I mean, that really sucks.
Yeah.
That can't be temporary. Although, I guess in the world of Archer, he's
It
gone
could
through
be.
worse.
But I
And
love how him and Lana come to the beach, and she's like, "Oh, are you giving me the silent treatment?" No, I'm just being professional.
Yeah, that's great. Lana Kane.
They are spies.
That's
See,
true.
and Lana being a terrible spy on that particular beach.
It's because women suck at spying.
See, no.
No,
Yeah,
well,
that's
Women can be fine spies, sir. The more you know. Do 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 do.
It's a question of whether can they be good intelligence agents? Oh, they can spy. They can spy like nobody's business.
Wow. What's with all the misogyny in the room? I gotta show the ladies some
We
love.
hate women, is what I think we're getting at, right? Collectively.
Well, I mean, that's the definition of misogyny. So, yeah.
So there it is.
Fess up. Ladies, I love you. Just throwing that out there.
He said sarcastically.
Ooh,
Bring it back to Ray.
Yeah, bring it back to Ray. Perfect character line, which
Oh.
he said pretty sarcastically.
Pretty sarcastic. Oh, Ray Gillette.
A couple of great character lines these past 2 episodes. John, I know you weren't here for the last one, but again, my favorite Cheryl Carol line in a while is just Pam setting her up with the whole like, oh, I have mind powers. Just try to use them for good. No. Super, super Cheryl Carol moment.
Yes, that is.
I lost track of everything after Adorable Toots.
Well, that was towards the end.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is Sterling Archer saying to David Cross, "You're a slave. Your 3/5 of an opinion is noted."
Call back to American history.
With the 3/5 compromise, which for those of you who don't remember, was a compromise in the writing of the Constitution, wherein
A black male.
no
Slaves.
male slaves, I guess. So yes,
So
a black male.
males.
Were counted as 3/5. Every 5 black males were 3 people in the population thing.
3/5 of a
states.
person.
Right.
But they weren't actually allowed to vote. It was just counting towards the general population,
Right.
which determined the number of seats that they had in
The House of
the
Representatives.
Yeah.
Know your
Take that.
Constitution.
Take that, history.
I bet most Tea Party people don't know that.
Well, you are going to get a whole lot of angry hate mail, sir.
I also
It
bet.
doesn't matter how obscure like the medium is. Like we have a comedian friend who like posted one really general Ron Paul joke on YouTube. Like he posted a set, and
Oh, right.
my God, the backlash to this like very funny guy, and he probably doesn't want us saying his name on the air, but very funny guy. And he had this one.
His name is Phil Svitek.
No.
It's
But he
not
had
Phil
this
Svitek, he's not
this
funny.
one joke where he's like, "Oh yeah, Ron Paul's kind of crazy," and the Ron Paul supporters, as if to prove his point, came out of the woodwork, being like, "You are a jerk and a failed comedian, and Ron Paul is the American hero we've been looking for since Spider-Man." Like crazy, crazy stuff. So I felt bad for the kid, but it was amusing to watch at the same time. Point being, don't talk about the Tea Party because
They're crazy.
how funny would it be if just like AfterBuzz is insanely popular among the Tea Party?
The AfterBuzz show for Archer is like their
Yeah.
thing, their jam.
And they're just gonna burn down the headquarters as soon as they
Well, guys, I hate to report it, but we have lost all our Archer fans at this
Oh
point.
no. I can't imagine the Tea Party fans
Well,
are huge fans
given
of
that-
Archer.
Well, now, given the circumstance,
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not
Thank
necessarily
you.
reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
We really needed that one tonight too. Good God.
Yeah.
The last thing that I will say, the thing that two things I wrote down before Adorable Toots. Nice callback to Mop.
Yeah.
David Cross, after getting his eardrums blown out, having to say Mop. Mop.
This is just great for my ears.
My tinnitus. Damn tinnitus.
Another thing is take your time. I'm hourly, which was great.
But he's not. He's a king.
I can't remember what the line was before this, but tough titties was really funny.
Idioms are everywhere.
All we say is idioms. Dumb shit master plan is a great thing to say.
Enjoyed that.
That was a great one. And I think one of my favorite Carol Cheryl moments of the whole series. Oh my god, and rice. As Mallory continues to talk about Asian people.
And opium.
And opium.
And rice again.
And then she says, oh my god, and rice again.
She was pretty high on glue, though, if I saw the bottle in her hand.
I think
she
you're
was
right.
hitting the glue bottle again.
Also, which way does this go? Where does this go? I don't know. Down? Followed by a discussion of the anthropology degree. Which, oh my god. You think an anthropology degree is a bad investment? Just keep in mind, we are a bunch of people who studied film.
And TV.
And now, I mean, I literally collect cans, shoot people with them, and take their money. I have invented a can gun. And I feel like now that I have mentioned this out loud, it would have been a better plan to focus on really developing that can gun and selling that. Instead, I've just been using them to shoot cans at people and take their money. Like, I shoot the cans at them.
Do you take the cans
in the
back?
pockets,
Because that's a nickel, man.
Yeah, I do. I mean,
All
duh.
right.
But then I shoot them in the pocket and their change pops out. Like, I don't know what I've been thinking now that I've, like, said this out loud.
Continuing the circle of why bother.
I know. And it cost me like 10 grand to develop this technology. Which could have been much better used not doing that. Wow. When you really, like, lay it all out there, that was a stupid plan.
That it was. Almost as bad as investing your college years in film and television.
Almost, but not quite.
Yeah.
As bad as investing your college years in studying television.
It's
and
funny
film
because we're all
production.
out in LA and like everyone just sort of accept like, oh, film and TV.
Yeah.
I go back to Massachusetts and talk to my family. They're like, how are things? Oh, that's good. I'm working at top model. How is that? Like they just have no concept. They're like, aren't you adorable doing your little thing?
The amount of times people have been like, 12-hour days?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if I'm lucky.
Why would you do that? That's stupid. You're stupid.
Ugh.
Anyways. Continuing the circle of why bother. Haven't all the spiders been named?
That was a good one.
And no, they haven't, because there are lots of new spiders in the rainforest.
Every day.
We're also killing more than we discover.
Yeah.
But
Well, whatever. They're spiders.
Mop.
Oh,
one last thing before we cut to commercial. And I'm decreeing it the last thing. Ray Gillette's cat has FIP. What is FIP? Feline insulin problems?
Now I'm looking this up.
You can do that, I suppose.
Too late. Already did.
What is it?
No, I didn't actually look it up.
Well, then tough titties.
You
as
are
they
tough
say.
titties.
Cut to commercial, quickly.
Want to find out what the AFTERBUZZ is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AFTERBUZZ TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, Get your AfterBuzz on.
FIP, what is it?
It is Feline Infectious Peritonitis.
Horrible pronunciation, but what does it stand for, or what does it mean?
It is a fatal, incurable disease that affects cats.
Sad.
It is believed to some to be caused by the feline infectious peritonitis virus, which is
whoa. Feline infectious peritonitis, believed to be caused by feline infectious peritonitis.
Yes, although there appears to be a connection between FIP and feline coronavirus, no clear cause and effect has yet been proven. Experts do not agree on the specifics of FIP. However, the most common theory is that the normally benign FECV mutates into FIPV. The mutated virus has the ability to invade and grow in certain white blood cells, namely macrophages. The immune system's response causes an intense inflammatory reaction in the containing tissues. This disease is generally fatal. However, its incidence rate is roughly 1 in 5,000 for households with 1 or 2 cats.
I wish we had a little chart that graphed our viewers that worked in real time so we could watch it fall as we read this. People are like, oh, feline, immutable, better, whatever. And then it just drops.
Ooh, they get it through eating each other's feces.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Ray Gillette has dirty cats.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So
that was AfterBuzz TV News.
That's what it was. No, we have legitimate news. We have a special segment. We have
numbers.
We got numbers for you.
AfterBuzz TV News.
I've been noticing that it's been kind of a lackluster launch for Archer. Definitely not in terms of quality of the show, but in terms of hype. There's not a lot of buzz online. Like, there's no exclusive interviews, yada yada. There's not a whole lot of even TV spots. I didn't see a ton. And I think that may be leading to what we're about to discuss here, which is an article we found on Hollywood Reporter, broke last week. And I will quote verbatim, because it's just a pretty small blur, but following It's Always Sunny, the first of a 3-week run for animated series Archer sank from its second season premiere earlier this year in total viewers. 1.2 million versus 1.2 billion. That'd be doing a pretty alright as a TV show.
All of China watched.
1.2 million versus 1.5 million. And the ad-coveted demo, 0.83 versus 0.92. People don't know what that last part means. But point being, 1.2 versus 1.5. So we're down a little bit for Archer.
I'm one of the 300,000 that didn't watch it.
Yeah, because we were jerking. I guess America is just working too hard.
Well, I mean, shut up.
Which we know isn't the case because of the economy.
Well, right. here's the thing too.
Bunch of lazy slobs.
No, well, it's the fact that Thursday you have so many new shows starting. I mean, this is the fall lineup of shows, so. Archer, I think, will do much better again in its normal.
Yeah, once it's back, it's normal.
Once it's back.
Yeah.
This is a weird little experiment that they're trying. I kind of dig it, but it's a weird thing to do a 3-run episode, stop, and then come back a few months later. It's kind of strange.
It's kind of weird.
But,
whatever.
Still,
I'll take it.
1.2 million, not the worst you could have.
Nope.
Certainly, hopefully, enough to keep it going strong.
I mean, what does Mad Men average? They don't usually
do that
get like
well,
2 million.
Wait, really?
Tops.
Really?
Ever.
Wow.
So you know what I mean? Archer's to get 1.2. I mean, that's kind of like middle ground for Mad Men mid-season.
And they have a ravenous fan base. If anything, we know that. So
they do. They'll eat anything.
Not what I was referring to, but still okay.
Plus, it's vacation time for some.
Who?
But people with normal jobs.
I guess. Taking a vacation in September. Kids going back to school. A lot of stressed out parents. That's probably it.
That's definitely what it is.
Well, just imagine your kids are off let's say your kid's in college. You're going to go. And all right, my kid's been here for the whole summer. All right, thank God they're gone. All right, vacation time.
All right.
My kids. I hate my kids.
Everyone hates their kids.
Ding dang kids.
It is getting really hot in Studio B, so why don't we speed things up and head on into special predictions. Not special predictions, just regular predictions. But we can make them special.
I always make them special.
That wasn't enough theremin. There we go.
Thank you.
And now,
I figured I'd tease the theremin and then get you the full theremin.
You're edging.
I predict that something will happen with the pirates.
Dude, don't do that.
Fuck
Don't be
you.
that guy.
What happened to our analogy of the Odyssey? Are we on track, John?
That
I don't
that
know.
was you. That was you who came up with the theory of the Odyssey.
Yeah, I did. But John, are we on track with
didn't-
Odysseus and his journey?
Here again, I feel it's important for me to point out that I missed the premiere.
Okay, yeah, but after watching this episode, if you had to compare it to the Greek mythology, are we on track?
Sure. Ray Gillette has one eye now.
I
He's a
guess.
Cyclops. There you go.
Right. They face the Minotaur soon, as we all know.
They didn't have previews though. I guess
They
it
didn't
must
have previews. Kind of a bummer. But see what happens.
I guess it's gonna be an explosive episode, huh?
Like diarrhea.
I'm guessing they have to get out of the pirate cage somehow.
Yeah.
It's just going to be really interesting to see how that happens.
I'm trying to watch to see for this human heart that
Oh yeah, we've gone
Greg-
back to the beginning on our little
Greg
screen
referenced in this.
Here. It's see right there. What is that?
Oh, I don't want to know.
It looks like.
Oh, it's burnt. It's candle wax.
Oh, okay. Also maybe Benoit balls.
For those of you watching or listening, pause your DVR. Check out that screen grab when David Cross's character walks in.
Right.
It's pretty rad.
All right, man. Phil, you get any predictions?
I mean, they didn't give us much to work off of, so I don't know.
Yeah.
They're probably getting rescued. Probably.
At some point.
Maybe.
Or they'll all end up on Pirate Island and this whole season will take place there.
Oh my God, Fantasy Island on Archer, but Fantasy Island is Pirate Island.
There it is, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That was week 2 of Archer.
Season 3.
Season 3.
Part 2 of what? Heart of Archness.
That's
Heart of
awesome.
Archness.
That's an awesome name. For the rest of my co-hosts, who are Greg Goodness
Yo.
and
And
Philip
Phil
Svitek.
DJ Phil Svitek.
DJ Phil Svitek.
Ooh, loud.
What up?
Sorry, I'm John Barrett. Y'all have been wonderful at listening to this.
We assume.
I bet. I imagine. Whatever. But anyway, we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace.
Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.